Of course, I accidentally trigger my fucking soundboard while I'm trying to start this stream. Hello, everybody, and welcome on in. We are back on this holiday with the Bunker Hill Star Trek Online, Nalina and her Valleint Crew, as we once again are here to fuck around and find out. And by fuck around and find out, I mean the fact that we're gonna blow up a lot. It happens. It do just kind of happen. Just straight up blowing up. Anyways, let's get to it. I forgot I was gonna do these because, free shit. Free shit's free shit. Anyway. Let's take a look at this. Not enough dilithium to do anything of that sort. I can't use that, so just toss it out the door. Just discard some of this shit. I forgot we have this. Don't know why we have. Oh, right. We did that mission, and yeah, that's why we have that. Anyway, let's get a move on. Yes, it is Burb. Anyway, the good old Bunker Hill is once again on its journey to go and save the universe. Or die trying. Which, honestly, it does a lot, but you know. So we slowly journey to our destination. Which, I think that's our destination right there. Eh. Let's go a little bit faster. We've almost arrived at our destination. We ran into someone, but, it's fine. It happens, Hello, security chief.
Welcome to Deep Space Nine. The chief told me to expect you. The Zenkethi officer is in the far room at the back. A Starfleet captain is speaking to her.
Thanks, I'll head back there now. Hey, LaForge.
Good to see you again. Tensions are running pretty high where the Zenkethi are concerned, but Captain Parr has gone through a lot to help the Alliance. She deserves a fair shake.
Agreed, Captain.
We keep meeting under less than ideal conditions.
Indeed. Why are you in the brig?
The Chief of Security thought it was a prudent measure. Technically, I am under protective custody until the Alliance decides what to do with me. I cannot fault this decision. Our military has much to answer for, myself included. There are many who might see a Zenkethi face and decide to seek vengeance.
I trust you. Come on out. Let me just, There we go.
Thank you. Far too many lives have been lost in this crusade, so I'm glad the tactical data I provided helped to save some.
That is an understatement, Captain.
No longer. I renounced the title of captain after committing mutiny. Part of the price I paid to save those lives today. Let's move on. I have more information for the Alliance. I presume you are here to collect it.
That is correct.
Are you ready to hear my story?
Sure.
It began on my first mission as captain. I remember it clearly. Captain's log, mission cycle 132. We have arrived at System 91, local designation EOC. Admiral Zen Tarak prepares to conduct Transuli cleansing operations. Our tactical reports indicate minimal threat from the locals. This should be another egg run.
Captain Parr, we are receiving an incoming transmission from Admiral Zen Tarak.
Let's not keep the Admiral waiting, Ensign. Put him on screen.
The planet Eog. Scans show it to be filthy with the eggs of the hatred Transuli. Their defenses are generally inferior, but their fleet could be dangerous in large numbers. While our ground squad prepares the weapon, we will ensure that no ship leaves this system. If one ship with one egg escapes, the contagion spreads. That is not acceptable. I know this is your first mission as Captain Neth. Don't let your excitement distract you from the task at hand. Stay alert!
Of course, Admiral. We're prepared to enforce containment protocol as ordered, sir.
See to it that you do, Captain. Zentura out.
Screen off.
Ioki fleet on intercept course. Eliminate them.
is the freighter Starstruck. We're not warriors. Spare us, please.
They've hacked our comms, Captain. Ignore them and follow protocol.
Please stop. We're civilians. There's children here.
Listen, we have latinum. It's all yours if you let us go. You're about to blow up a project. Be reasonable.
We're a hospital ship. We're not a threat. Scan us. We have no weapons.
Yeah, this is one of those missions where we have to break the rules a little bit. There's a reason why I said this challenge has technically been failed. Because you can't just beat the game with only a tier 1 ship because of these missions where you're required to play a certain ship. I do like their ships. Their ships are neat.
Captain, the ground team has been to safety. The protomatter bomb is ready. Since this is your first mission, I'm granting you the honor of detonating the weapon. Get into position when you're ready.
Yes, as you wish, Admiral. Far out.
Command is a difficult path to walk at times, Captain, yet you performed your duties well. It will reflect in my next report to the Autarch. I have seen great promise in you today. Faithful service to the Coalition is well rewarded. Don't forget that.
Thank you, sir. I will not forget today's events for a long time, if ever. That mission took a toll upon me and my crew. To eradicate the Tranzuli was one thing. The eradication of innocent Ioki was another. Despite my personal feelings, I remained a loyal officer. Things would change under Cronus 3. I led the Protomatter bomb squad myself.
Draconis 3 is a primitive, pre-industrial backwater planet. There is a large infestation. You know what to do, Captain. And Neff, keep your guard up down there. We think the target site is a temple. If that's so, the local savages may try to stop you. Feel free to discourage them. Aggressively, if necessary.
Our firepower should discourage them, Admiral. They shouldn't pose much of a threat to the mission.
We're good to go here. The weapon's in the green. Protomatter matrix is stable and primed. The Admiral wants us to deploy the bomb in the largest concentration of Tranzuli eggs. Looks like that's in some type of structure ahead, not far from here. Ready to go when you are, Captain.
All right, let's move out. Keep an eye out for the locals and make sure the weapon is protected. No more lucky shots like they're known in 4, okay? The Admiral roared at me for a 10 cycle over that.
Turtle. We have become the angry turtle.
This pillar points down the road to that primitive structure. Large concentration of Transuli eggs ahead. Does it matter where we put it? The whole planet gets scoured. Ask the Admiral. I'm sure he'd just love to tell you. You know, after giving you a year of latrine duty. Both of you, shut it. We got a job to do here. Yes, sir. Sorry, Lieutenant. Just stay disciplined. Remember what happened on Hatari. They wouldn't want these eggs to hatch if they knew what was inside them. What? Are they worshipping the eggs? Are these fools gathering Transuli eggs? Look at this picture. There's a Vulcan in it. Mammals all look the same to me. You know, they probably say the same about us, right? Status report. I don't look anything like you. Reach the structure. I'm actually good looking.
Yes, sir. We found something interesting as well. Transmitting data now.
Starfleet. Interesting. Your scans indicate that image is centuries old. More Federation time travel nonsense, perhaps. Proceed with your mission, Captain. We don't have time for archaeology. Captain, Transuli signatures are most concentrated here. This looks like a prime detonation site, Captain. We'll get the weapon placed and ready to go. This won't take long. Who's on overwatch while we deploy the bomb?
That'll be me. Get the weapon ready. I'll make sure you aren't interrupted.
Is that the door closing? Hey! We're still in here! Captain!
Angry turtle.
Bomb placement complete. Priming for detonation, now. squad reporting. Need to stabilize the proto matrix here. Ready. We're stuck in here. Transporters can't lock on. We're reading a large number of life signs massing near your location, Captain. A large assault is imminent. Is the weapon ready to deploy?
In moments, sir, but my men are still trapped in the structure. Transporters can't lock onto their signals.
Unfortunate, but we don't have time to extract them. We've received a priority assignment from the Autarch himself. We must depart at once. Prepare for transport.
Sir, give us a little more time. Beam an engineering team down. We can break into the structure with explosives.
You have your orders, Captain. Your men are acceptable losses, as are you. Would you like to join them?
No, sir. I would not.
Unfortunate.
I left those men to die. And for what? So the Admiral could reach his next genocide on time. It was madness.
So there were no evacuation plans? No rescue efforts?
None. The Autarch's orders were quite clear on those matters, and the Admiral was all too willing to execute those orders. When we reached the Atosi system, it had become clear. Our crusade was not a just one.
Atosi Prime. Long-distance scans suggested the presence of Transuli infestation, but we'll need to be certain. Standard operating procedure, Captain. Begin by conducting a scan of the planet.
Yes, sir. Let's hope this was a false alarm.
This is Counselor Halatunum. I speak for the Atosi people. We know of you, Zenkethi, and your purpose here. If you scan our planet, you'll discover that it is free of the bioform objects you seek to destroy. A scan of our moon will reveal the presence of those objects in totality. When we heard the fate of other worlds like ours, we collected the objects and placed them there for you. Scour the moon as you will. It is devoid of life. Atosi Prime, however, is not. Over 4 billion souls dwell here. In their name, I ask you now, spare our world. Spare our lives.
Captain, confirm the Councilor's story. Scan both planet and moon. Verify the location of the Transuliates. We've been lied to
Yes, sir. I'll verify the egg locations.
No signs of infestation, Captain. Shall we scan the moon next?
Yes. Helm, set a course for the Atosi moon.
Captain, I'm reading a large concentration of Transuli eggs on the Atosi moon.
Very well. Prepare the torpedo launcher.
As you can see, we have been truthful.
Captain, return to the planet and conduct a deep scan. I want to be absolutely certain there is no remaining infestation within this system.
As you wish, Admiral.
Report, Captain. I'm picking up low-level signs of infestation across the planet. Are you as well?
Negative, Admiral. I believe the Atosi were being truthful here. There's no sign of Transuli infestation on our sensors.
It could be residual traces left behind when they move the eggs. Or it could be shielded pockets of infestation. Another crude attempt to deceive us. We must be certain, Captain. Prepare to scour Atosi Prime.
Sir, with all due respect, Atosi Prime is not a threat to us. There's no need for this.
There is every need, Captain. Since you appear to be incapable of following my orders, I will deal with Atosi Prime myself. Tactical, prepare to fire a protomatter torpedo at Atosi Prime.
Admiral, no. Don't do this, sir.
No, we're not a threat. We're not.
I could stomach no more after that. I could no longer walk upon the path of madness. My crew felt the same. Together, we began to walk a new path.
It is done. In light of your service to the Autarch and the Coalition, I will not have you shot for treason. If it were anyone else, be warned. The next time you see fit to walk the path of disobedience, I will not stay my hand. I'll see to it that your entire lineage is purged from existence to the last scale and egg. Do I make myself clear, Captain?
Yes, you do, sir. Helm, get us out of here.
Aw, sad angry turtle.
Admiral Zen Tarak has a lot to answer for. We can only hope the Zenkethi Crusade has come to an end at last and that nothing like this ever happens again.
That path, that choice, led me to where we are now. Walking it ultimately gave me the strength to stand against the Admiral and defect to the Alliance. I think we can both agree that journey has reached its end. From this point forward, I begin to walk along the path of atonement. That journey will never end for me, but I will help as many as I can with every step I take.
That is an honorable path to take.
Thank you. I hope your superiors have the same opinion as well. As long as the Autarch lives, he will continue to pursue his insane crusade. I believe I can be of use to the Alliance when the time comes to stop him, once and for all.
Agreed.
I shall abide by their decision, until our paths merge once more.
Till then, goodbye. Admiral, you're ready to return to the ship? Beam me up.
Sounds like Captain Parr has had some harrowing experiences out there. It's clear that the Autarch is dedicated to wiping out every last threat to the Zenkethi by any means necessary. Disturbing. Alliance officials will be reviewing the Captain's request for asylum soon. The help she's given us, and your report, will go a long way toward the approval of that request.
What's this? That's Tetron damage. Honestly, none of these are all that great.
The Alliance has agreed to a summit meeting with the Dominion to discuss the return of the Herc, and what can be done to prevent their aggression from devastating all 4 galactic quadrants. Despite recent events, we've agreed to host the summit at Deep Space Nine. None of the galactic powers are comfortable hosting a Dominion fleet deep within their territory. Meet with me at DS9 prior to the beginning of the summit. I'd like to discuss our options.
Yeah, there really isn't anything I want to swap out for this. I guess I could swap out this for redirected armor plating. It might help me out a little bit. We'll see. Ow. Oh, hey, Deep Space Nine still ain't looking too good. We've entered the Daenerys Belt, Admiral. I'm reading several civilian vessels on sensors, in addition to the flagships of the summit attendees. The station is still damaged from the recent attack, but it appears that critical system repairs are complete. Their damage control teams must be working double shifts. Indeed. Helm, take us into the station.
Please, we're low on fuel and supplies. We need help, badly.
Kavan, the High Council has announced several challenges to the Empire, worthy of a warrior such as yourself. Would you like to review them?
This is Station Control. Welcome to Deep Space Nine. Your docking clearance has been authorized. Several of our docking facilities were damaged in the recent conflict. Please proceed to the provided coordinates. Also, Captain Nog is waiting to meet with you on the promenade at your earliest convenience. Enjoy your stay here at the station.
My team will be standing by while you attend the summit. Admiral, are you ready to transport to the station? Let's beam over.
Hello. Nice to be working with you again. I've been assigned to assist you here on the station. The leaders of the 4 major delegations have asked to meet with you prior to the summit meeting. Their offices are located here on the promenade.
Very well, Captain. Oh, you're not going to lead me to them? I have to find them on my own. Fine. Understandable.
Admiral Quinn's office is behind those doors.
Cat.
The results of this summit could have long-lasting effects. A number of our allies, particularly the Klingons, consider the Herc to be a Dominion problem. The Federation sees this as a chance to improve relations with the Dominion. Having allies in the Gamma Quadrant instead of enemies would be a great step toward galactic peace.
Understood, Admiral.
Ambassador Odo is here, coordinating security efforts.
Hello.
I'll be blunt. The Herc have decimated most of the Dominion. All but one fleet gone. It's all the Jem'Hadar can do to keep our remaining worlds from being laid waste. There is no diplomacy with the Herc. We don't know why they're attacking. We're not even sure where they're coming from. I'm sure there are those in the Alliance who would be content to let the Herc destroy us. But where do you think they'll turn once they're finished?
A good question, Ambassador. Thought there would be somebody in here. There is not.
Chancellor Jempok has an office here.
Oh, hello, random citizen.
Nice to see some fighters around here. You're here to fight the Herc, aren't you? Someone has to, before they eat everything in existence. Some of the other Gamma refugees will moan and groan about this part of space, but I like the Alpha Quadrant. Bajorans are processing iridium ore here again, and there's good, honest work for people willing to do it, like me. Most of the Bajorans won't go near the processing areas. Too many bad memories about how the Cardassians ran them, I guess. That's good and well, just means more work for me. Beats working for the Dominion, I can tell you that much. I might never go back.
I see. I walked in on the wrong office. Hey, how's it going?
This summit may not end well. Most of the High Council sees the Herc as a Dominion problem. They are content to let them fight to the end and deal with any survivors. But there are others, such as Martok, who see that position as dishonorable. If they want to fight the war of their ancestors, so be it. But they will be doing so without the Empire. The same could be said for your Federation, should they choose to aid the Dominion.
Understood, Chancellor. It's not the door.
Here is Proconsul Deton's office.
That guy looks like he's from some sort of sci-fi, like, World War game. Man is kitted in pouches and grenades.
This summit may be difficult. While your people will see a path toward peace, I suspect the Klingons will feel the opposite. There is no love lost between them and the Dominion, or the Hurk for that matter. The Republic position is one of pragmatism. A weakened Dominion will be easier to deal with, and the Hurk are a threat no one can ignore.
Understood, Proconsul.
There are several Alpha Quadrant leaders here for the summit. Kai Kira of Bajor, Counselor Garrick of Cardassia, and my father, Ferengi Grand Nagus Rom. I recommend meeting with them as well. Their worlds will be on the front line if the Hurk launch a full invasion into this quadrant.
Very well, Captain.
The Borg won't negotiate, and they won't stop. We are the only thing that stands between them and the Alpha Quadrant. It is good to see you.
Oh. You're just up there for some reason. Okay. So some of the functional stores in this place are still functional.
Something on your mind? I'm not fond of being gaped at like a dumbstruck targ.
Who are you?
I have many names. At the moment, I am Commander Adetpa, First Officer of the Corps. In another life, I was Agent Kib of Klingon Intelligence. More recently, I was known as the Witch of Nimbus 3. I'm rather fond of that last one. It made children wail and grown men soil themselves.
Interesting.
Look,
You once knew me as Rodak, son of Nagra. Now I know the truth of things. That was a name given to me to prevent a great dishonor. With Martok's aid, my name, my face, all have been restored.
I see.
Our recent deeds and service to the Empire have led Jempak to restore the honor of my house. The sons of Moog once again stand proud and without shame. For your part in that, I thank you. It has been an honor to fight at your side.
The honor was mine, General. Kapla.
It looks like Counselor Garrick is in his old tailor shop. Huh.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello there. I take it you're not here to update your ensemble. Though if you'd like a few suggestions, I'd be happy to provide some. In the meantime, let's talk about serious business, shall we? I'm sure you'd like to know Cardassia's position on the Hurk problem. It's simple, really. They're a menace, and one we should deal with swiftly. Surprised? Don't be. Cardassia was recently attacked by the Hurk. We'd have fared poorly without help from our neighbors. Even the Lukari and the Ferengi offered a hand. I trust this lesson isn't lost on you. If we stand alone, we're doomed.
This used to be your store?
Once upon a time, when I was but a tailor. That was before plain, simple Garrick became a member of the Detapa Council, of course. Before the Reconstruction and the Iconian War and the Hurk. While I'm proud of the work I've done for Cardassia over the years, there's a part of me that yearns to be here once more. To be just a tailor, just Garrick.
We go where we're needed.
Will there be anything else?
Nothing at the moment.
My father is in my uncle's bar. Hard to believe he used to work there, huh?
I was wondering when you'd come along. I'm guessing you're here to talk about the Herc and what we want to do about them. It's no secret that the Ferengi aren't a military powerhouse like the Klingons. Most of the time, we'd be happy to make a tidy profit from all of this, and as far away from it as possible. That changed when the Herc attacked Ferenginar. We would have been wiped out without help. And we didn't get it from Starfleet or the Klingons. We got it from the Lucari and the Cardassians. Even a few not cool ships showed up to fight. That showed us that this is everyone's fight, big or small. So we're in. And if the 34th rule of acquisition comes into play, well...
How did you convince your people to join?
It wasn't easy, believe me. I've managed to get the Board of Liquidators with us, for now. Most of them see the potential for incredible profit. Alliance defense contracts can be very lucrative. The rest, well, let's just say their self-preservation instincts are strong. They'd rather fight with the Alliance than stand alone. The Herc have me thinking about adding a new rule of acquisition. If they can't be bought, get ready to fight!
That seems appropriate where the Herc are concerned.
Did you have another question?
Not at the moment, no.
I believe the Kai is here, in the Bajoran Temple.
Hello.
Hello there. I suppose Admiral Quinn sent you down here to see where Bajor stands. I can tell you we're worried. The Herc were a few ships away from ravaging our homeworld, and if the Dominion falls, they'll be back. And we'll be the first to face them, so Bajor stands ready. We'll do what we can to stop the Herc, even if that means joining forces with the Dominion.
Tough call, but I understand it.
There's something else I should mention. I've experienced visions recently, a sign from the prophets. I see a place I've been before, a world beyond the grip of death. It's the home of a former Kai, and it's in the Dominion. I should also mention that I've seen you in this vision as well. I believe we're going to take a journey together soon.
What are your duties as Kai?
As Kai, I'm obligated to serve the will of the prophets. Doing so leads me to many places, not just Bajor. That can be difficult, especially in times of war. There's been a lot of that in the last few years. First the Dominion, then the Klingons, the Iconians, and now the Herc. There are times when I wonder how Ben Sisko managed during the Dominion War, and he was the emissary. I've tried to follow his example whenever possible, but it's been a challenge.
Cisco ain't the best role model, not gonna lie, but yeah, sure. No doubt.
Something else on your mind?
Not at the moment.
The Alliance has asked a number of special consultants to attend the summit. I know each of them well, and I can vouch for their knowledge and skill. Even my Uncle Quark. Despite his reputation, his knowledge of the Gamma Quadrant is valuable. Just don't mention Latinum in the discussion, or the value of his information could rise considerably.
Understood.
So, they dragged you into this too, huh? Can't say I'm too surprised. You've come a long way since your scrap with the Klingons as a cadet. I'm here because my fool of a brother, the Nagus, seems hell-bent on getting the Ferengi into this mess. Not a lot of profit in fighting the Herc, 34th rule or not. You can't spend your money when you're dead. If you ask me, we'd be better off sealing that wormhole and saying goodbye to the Herc and the Dominion forever. I'd miss the Tullaberry wine, but I'd get over it. But seeing how that'll never happen, especially as long as Kira's still breathing, I suppose I'll have to dig in like everyone else. You know what the worst part of this mess is? Odo. He's back like a kind of ghost haunting me. I must be cursed.
I hear you on a moon now.
I do. And I'd be there enjoying myself. If it weren't for the Grand Magus. Brother or not, I wanted nothing to do with this until he put Lucari terraforming tech on the table. Couldn't pass that up. It'll cut biosphere renovation costs on my moon by 70%. Even with Odo here, and a billion Herc trying to demolish everything in sight, there's profit in the wind. Might finally land that exclusive Tulaberry export contract I've been dreaming about for 40 years.
Assuming the Herc don't eat all of the Tula berries.
Can I get you something?
I'm fine for now.
Hello. Oh, it's been a while since I've been in this place. I can't believe Quark still has that hollow me in here. It's a little embarrassing, to be honest. I wish we were all here under better circumstances. Then again, DS9's always been a trouble magnet. I guess peace is a little too much to ask for around here. My husband is risking a lot of capital, political and otherwise, by choosing to get involved with all of this. Fortunately, he's the best Grand Magus to come around in a long time. The best ever, as far as I'm concerned, but I'm pretty biased on that point. Look, if I were this mirror version of me I've been hearing so much about, I'd have a lot more tactical advice to offer. As it is, my advice to you is this. Take a look around. Think about all the civilians, the refugees, people who are depending on you to protect them. Think about the best way you can do that, if you can. That's what I'd do if I were in your shoes. Boots, whatever.
Mirror version?
Yeah. In that alternate universe where good people are evil and vice versa, turns out the evil version of me is an admiral there. Real piece of work. Wears lots of leather, carries a whip. Oh, and she's in command of the evil Enterprise. I found out about her from my husband's information gathering specialists. Never hurts to be well informed, right? Rule of acquisition number 7. Keep your ears open and your eyes on the mark.
Or rule number 74, knowledge equals profit.
Was there something else?
No, thank you. Where is the doctor? Hello, Doctor.
Admiral Quinn's attaché. Nice to meet you. Dr. Julian Bashir, recently commissioned Starfleet officer, at your service. We're doing what we can to get things in order after that business with the Zenkethi and the Herc. The station took quite a beating, worse than I saw during the Dominion War. We're still treating casualties, and it looks like we'll be seeing more soon. A lot more. The situation is compounded by the presence of civilians, both local and from other systems, even the Dominion. We have a number of refugees from the Gamma Quadrant on the station, and more are on the way. Clearly, the sooner we can solve the Herc dilemma, the better. We'll be beyond our capacity to help the refugees soon, as will Bajor.
Recently recommissioned? You left Starfleet?
I mustered out some time ago to start a private practice on Trill. Since then, I've worked on special projects for Starfleet from time to time as a consultant. Even managed to start a family. Needless to say, I wasn't initially thrilled with the idea of putting the uniform on again. Still, it's very hard to say no to Kai Kira and Captain Dax. And so here I am, back on the front of an interstellar conflict. Here's hoping it's a brief one.
An ideal outcome, but unlikely.
Something on your mind?
You're back in Starfleet?
I mustered out some time ago. Something on your mind?
There's a number of refugee groups here on the promenade.
It must be a surprise seeing Karemans here on a Federation station. Let that sink in for a minute. It's so bad in the Dominion that its citizens are looking for safe haven with their former enemies.
Okay, I guess you're not gonna voice the second half of your sentence, but anyway. The Hurk aren't our only problem. When the invasion started, it was like the Founders forgot about us. No Jem'Hadar came to our rescue, no Vorta with words of comfort or relief. Nothing. There's even talk about rebellion, of leaving the Dominion altogether.
We were the lucky ones. We got out early. I've heard rumors about a blockade, keeping the rest of us from leaving the homeworld. It might be true. I haven't seen any more Karemans arrive here for a while now. Oh, please. The Founders have forsaken us. Don't let the Alliance turn their backs on us, too.
We'll do what we can for you. Hello, other refugees.
We're lucky to be alive, friend. There was little warning before the Hurk attacked our homeworld. We sent a call to the Founders, but no Jem'Hadar ships came. Our local defense force didn't last long. A few of us managed to get away on ships before the Hurk closed in. Word of the Bajorans and their faith reached us after the war ended. There's stories about one of their spiritual leaders. She came to the worst of us, on our prison moon, to bring the wisdom of the prophets. So, when the Hurk came, we decided to come here, through the Celestial Temple, to seek deliverance. If the Founders won't listen to us, perhaps Kai Kira and the prophets will.
The Kai will help you if she can.
Quinn here. The summit will begin soon. I'd like to go over what you've learned.
Hey, I'll submit a report.
Interesting. The Klingon and Romulan positions were somewhat predictable. And I'm surprised by the resilience of the Cardassians and Ferengi. I'm also concerned about the Gamma refugee issue. We'll need to work with the Bajorans to manage the situation here. We should get to the conference room. Report to me there when you arrive.
Yes, sir.
Well, everyone's here and no one started shooting. Could be worse. That was a joke. Take a moment to relax. Speak with the others. Things will be serious soon enough.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad you're here. I've been feeling conflicted lately. All the worlds we saved from the Zenkethi were also home to thousands of dormant Hurk. By saving those planets, we also saved a great number of enemies. Those very enemies have since attacked a number of worlds, including my own.
We also saved billions of lives, Captain.
You're right, of course. If only there'd been another way to resolve things. If the Zenkethi would have listened to reason. I suppose we should place our hope in working together to stop the Hurk. I can't help but think there's a path to peaceful resolution in all of this. There's got to be some way to end this madness before more lives are lost.
Perhaps there is, Captain.
Hello again. I spoke with Odo about the vision we discussed. He's agreed to clear a mission to the old sector. Opaka, the former Kai I mentioned, lives there now.
Does this involve your visions?
I believe so, yes. The Kai has a condition that has prevented her from leaving until now. Odo has provided us with data that could lead to a cure. If there's a chance, I'm willing to take it. Her wisdom could help us all greatly. I realize this is a lot to take in, but I hope I can count on your help when the time comes.
You'll have an eminence.
Greetings. I am Weiyun Ten. I'm glad we had this moment to talk before the summit begins. I trust you relayed everything you learned from us to your superiors. If I may be so bold, I hope that you conveyed a need for cooperation with the Founders as well. At least in matters regarding the Hurk, if not in all things.
Of course.
Jem'Hadar is more of a political creature than he was. Well, when we were both a lot younger. He's not willing to face the truth. There are Klingons who fear the Hurk, hiding behind politics and rules. Grethar waits for their worthless souls. Know this. There are still Klingons who know where their blades belong. We will not dishonor our ancestors and ignore the Herc. We will fight them to our dying breath, in the name of Kalis and the Empire!
You won't be alone, General.
If I can have everyone's attention, thank you. Let's begin the summit. We have a lot to discuss. Thank you all for coming. By now, you should be aware of our tactical situation. The Dominion, as you know it, is on the verge of collapse. We've withdrawn to our core systems, and the lines are holding, for now. Without your help, the Herc will win the war of attrition.
What about your outer systems? We're receiving refugees here, from those areas.
We have one fleet left, Admiral. That's hardly enough to defend the entire Dominion.
I'm failing to see how this concerns the Empire.
The recent battle here is a sample of what the Herc can do.
If you think they'll stop at the wormhole, you're sadly mistaken.
Need I remind you that the Dominion came to your aid in the Iconian War? I seem to recall Klingons placing high value on debts of honor, or has that changed?
Mind your tongue, changeling! I will not be insulted!
Oh, that ain't good.
Admiral Quinn to Ops. What's happening?
We're under attack, Admiral. It's the Herc. Reading Herc boarding parties. Multiple decks. They've concentrated in the damaged pylon. Ore processing area.
I need you to get to that damaged pylon section and lock it down before the Herc trigger an explosion that could wreck the station.
I'm on it, Admiral. I think the Hercs are cool looking. Goddamn bot. Gotta go do that. There we go.
So let's make sure that doesn't happen. You need to stabilize the power relays and recalibrate the shields. There are consoles near your position you can use to do this.
Acknowledged, Captain. Oh shit. Poor Zavar has been cut in half by the fucking door. and get another Phoenix prize pack. Let's see what we get. Ooh, tier 3. What does a tier 3 give us access to? That would be this one. Give me access to the red matter capacitor, which I already have, so not, which I already grabbed, which means that's not going to help me out. Means I'm going to want to convert it into this. Means I can then convert it into tech upgrades. Which I will use on the Bunker Hill. There we go. That'll help the Bunker Hill out a little bit. Anyway, let's get these systems up and running.
Nice work, but it's not over yet. The Herc have moved into the ore processing area above your position. There's a lot of unstable uridium ore in there. If they damage it, it could ignite and set off a chain reaction that could destroy the pylon. You'll need to make your way up there to secure the area and restart the safety systems there.
Understood.
Looks like the access system in this section was reset. You'll need to rotate the central column and extend the bridges in order to reach the next section.
Very well. Ow. Medic. Medic.
Personal shield losing power.
Okay, you're almost in the clear. The safety systems for the area are currently offline. You'll need to restore power to that section and reinitialize the safety systems to get everything back online.
Acknowledged. Alright, where's that control panel?
All right, the safety systems are reinitializing. They should be up and running in a few minutes. Nice work. Hold on. I'm picking up multiple Herc life signs in your area. They're converging on your position. I need you to defend that section from the Herc until the system comes online again. If they get in before that happens, they could knock it offline again, or worse.
Understood. Ah, shit. Ouch. I don't think we were supposed to respawn down here. Guys, stop getting stuck, please. Alright, let's get those walkways re-extended. Why are you guys down there? It did it. The Herc won't be getting in there anytime soon. Damage control teams are on the way. Very good. Admiral, DS9 commanders requested the aid of all available ships in the sector. The station and a number of civilian vessels are under heavy attack, and we need you on the bridge. Transporters are standing by. We're ready to beam you back to the ship on your command. Let's get over there.
The Herc are attacking the station and several civilian vessels in the system. I've sent ships to assist them, but I'm concerned our forces are spread too thin. I'd like you to work with those ships to protect the civilians while the rest of us defend the station. First Dukan Rex will accompany you as a combat escort.
We'll keep them safe, Admiral.
Starfleet vessels, this is
Bastard.
Quinn. Protect civilian targets.
Ah, shit. Double shift. Yeah, that was gonna happen. You know, it wouldn't be a Bunker Hill stream without at least 5 different explosions.
Plotting the course for Bigdasset. May the prophets guide you.
there's bad news. We're picking up Herc vessels and they're heading our way. The station's weapon systems are offline. We need a few minutes to get them up and running. Until then, we're a sitting duck over here. I've asked every ship in the sector to regroup and prepare for battle. Let's hope it's enough.
We'll do what we can, Captain.
Honor your ancestors. Fight now! Then destroy the Herc!
Concentrate fire on their capital ships.
Chief, I need those systems online! Systems online in 60 seconds.
Don't let the frigate swarms get behind you.
Thanks for that advice.
Just a few more seconds.
Ouch.
Defense systems online. Target the Herc and open fire.
I am dead. Ow. This is becoming a fucking death trap. Very slowly fighting our way through the herd here.
That was the last of them. We're not picking up any Herc ships on long-range sensors. For now, at least. I think it's clear that the Dominion is prepared to work with you to stop the enemy. I hope the Federation is ready to do the same.
Agreed.
In the meantime, our fleet will do what it can to keep the Herc on our side of the wormhole. Tell Admiral Quinn not to wait too long to make a decision. This will reach the Federation faster than anyone would like, believe me.
Understood, Ambassador. All decks have reported in, Admiral. Ready to depart on your command. Let's get out of here. Warp Factor 5 is to a starbase for repairs.
The Herc threat is real, and we can't afford to let it expand throughout the galaxy. There will be resistance to getting involved, but I believe we have no choice. The Federation must render aid to the Dominion if we're to have any chance of stopping the Herc onslaught. In the meantime, Kai Kira of Bajor has requested a mission to the Innis system, and Ambassador Odo has authorized it. The Kai has asked for our assistance on this. She asked for you by name. Whatever she needs, Make it so.
Congratulations, Admiral.
Liz, congratulations. You got a new weapon.
I need your help with a very sensitive mission. A former Kai, Opaka, was trapped on a prison moon in the Gamma Quadrant in 2369. Alien nanotech in her system prevents her from leaving the moon, but it also sustains her life indefinitely while on the surface. It seems the wardens of the prison were planning on curing and granting amnesty to the prisoners until their planet was decimated by the Herc. Somehow, the Dominion managed to obtain the cure, and they've provided it to us as a peace offering. The moon hasn't been hit by the Herc, but it's only a matter of time. We need to cure Opaka and the others and get them out of there before that happens.
Really need to upgrade these shields. What I need is more dilithium. I'm desperate for it. Come on, guys, hurry up. I need that dilithium. Anyway, what do we get? Some prisoner outfits, a bit of dilithium, and some Polaron pistols along with a polearm.
Something else on your mind?
To the Gamma Quadrant.
Good, we've arrived. I suggest scanning the prison moon and its satellite network. They might have fixed the design flaw we exploited here years ago to bypass their defenses.
Those satellites could cripple a Starfleet runabout with one shot back then. I'd rather not find out how powerful they are now, if you don't mind.
Agreed. He'll take us in the scanning range.
Looks like the satellite weapon and defense systems were updated to deal with modern vessels, but they still have the same flaw that Miles O'Brien took advantage of years ago.
Interesting. Tell me more.
You should be able to distract the satellites by firing probes near their position. Distract enough of them, and you'll clear an area long enough to safely beam down an away team.
Acknowledged.
Picking up some debris clouds from Herc ships in orbit.
It's possible some Herc bypassed the satellites. We should be ready.
Looks like O'Brien's trick still works. The satellites took the bait, and we have a safe transport window.
Right. Bring us into transporter range, Helm.
We're in position. I recommend we bring some pattern enhancers along. Local interference can make it tough to get a lock on, and we might have to leave in a hurry.
Agreed.
All right. The doctor and I are ready to beam down when you are. Though I can't say I'm thrilled to see that moon again.
All right. Away team, prepare to beam down.
The wreckage of the Yangtze Jiang. Or what's left of her, rather. Looks like the locals have scavenged everything of value from the old girl. Unlike her, they can never die thanks to the nanotech inside of them.
Till we provide the cure.
Right. The last time we were here, the prisoners were eager to be cured, if only to get the chance to kill their rivals off for good. I'm hoping that Opaka has shown them a better path in the time she's been here among them.
Yeah, an old runabout. Non-torpedo pod variant from the looks of it.
We're not alone. Herc life signs dead ahead.
Ready weapons, people.
This is interesting. I just ran a medical scan on these Herc. They're not regenerating. There's no sign of the alien nanites in their bodies. Something in the Herc genetic makeup isn't compatible with the nanites. I suspect it only works on humanoids.
Good to know. Oh, Jesus.
We're here to help. Keep fighting!
I think you'll find that she'll be in good health within moments. The healing nanites are quite effective. In fact, they seem to have become more efficient than they were last time I was here.
Amazing. That was a mortal wound.
You can relax. I'm fine now. Really.
You made it. Good. The Kai's been expecting you.
She has?
Yes, she's had a vision about you coming here. Come with us. We'll take you to her. Unless you'd rather stand around here until more of those things show up.
That won't be necessary. Lead on.
The Kai's waiting for you, in the temple ahead.
Welcome. It's been some time since we've had peaceful visitors. And Kai Kira, it's been too long. Truly, the prophets have smiled upon us today.
Indeed they have. We have brought the cure. You'll be able to live a normal life away from here. You'll be free.
And we have something to bring with us. A miracle.
Is that?
Yes, a blessing from the prophets. The Orb of Peace. Through it, we ended the war between Ennis and Noel Ennis. As you can see, our peace has been shattered by the arrival of the hostile aliens. We have tried to speak with them, to find reason, but we have failed. We don't even know their name.
They're called Herc, and there's no reasoning with them. They attack and devastate every world, every species they encounter. We need to get you and your people out of here as soon as possible.
I see. We must take the orb with us as well. I can't have it falling into the hands of such a warlike species. It would be like the occupation all over again.
That's not going to happen. I won't allow it, and neither will my friends. We can administer the cure to everyone in groups. With your permission, we'll start right away.
Very well. Begin the procedure. I'm sure many of us are eager to leave this place and begin a new life together.
Understood.
Some time ago, I asked Bashir for this cure. I wanted to use the cure as a weapon and kill the enemy. I couldn't put the war with the Knoll behind me. I hated him for denying my chance for vengeance. Now, that's changed, thanks to the Kai. I found a better path. I just want to lead a simple, natural life.
You can now. Make the most of it.
After all this time, to live a normal life, it's like waking up from a really bad dream. I can think about having a family again. An actual family. I don't know what else to say except thank you.
You're welcome.
The cure, huh? Well, this cure had better work, friend. Or we won't be friends no more. Get me.
We're all on the same side here.
Then it's true what the Kai saw in her dreams. Those visions. The prophets sent us the orb, and now they sent you with our deliverance from this horrible place. Truly, the prophets smile upon us all.
Let's hope that good fortune continues.
Is this for real? This cure? They talked about it a little after the Kai arrived, but I thought it was a myth. Never thought it was actually real. So, I can die now. Funny, I never thought I would. And now that I can, I'm a little scared. Is that strange?
Not really. Most people are.
When they put me here, all I knew was war. I don't remember why it started, just that there was us and the Ennis had to die. Even when the Kai came, I didn't believe.
But when they found the orb, and people stopped killing, things changed for me. Guess there's something to faith after all. Anyway, thanks for everything.
You're welcome.
Looks like you're down to 1 dose of the cure. Use that to inoculate the Kai or Parker, that is. I'll administer the cure to the rest here.
Acknowledge, Doctor.
You have my thanks for all you have done for us today. May the blessings of the prophets be yours.
And yours, Evidence.
Those things are attacking! Defend yourselves! Someone's down! Medic! Someone help him!
I'm afraid he's dead. There's nothing we can do for him.
I see.
Though we will mourn the loss of our friend Gollin, we can take comfort knowing that, at long last, he was able to leave this place for a better one. He is finally at peace, and his Pak will join the prophets in the Celestial Temple.
My condolences, Eminence. Admiral, a small Herc vessel was able to make it past the satellite network. You're gonna have company down there soon. Right, clear a transporter window for us. Not an option. The Herc ship getting through, plus our earlier deception. Put the defense grid on high alert. Probe trick isn't working on the satellites. What's the new evac plan? Returning to hack the satellite's command network. Once we've done so, we'll be able to close to transporter range and beam you out safely. There's a lot of local interference, however. You can get back to the initial transport site and activate your pattern enhancers. We'll be able to get a better lock on your position. Understood?
The doctor and I will stay with Opaka and her people in case the Herc make another attack here. Once you've cleared the way to the transport site, we'll join up with you there.
Acknowledge. Good luck, Eminence. Let's move it, people. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Man just ran up that fucking wall to slap me. Oh, it's a big boy.
Glad everyone made it out in one piece. Set up the pattern enhancer so we can beam out safely. There's no telling when the Herc will send reinforcements down.
Indeed. Can one of you go and pick up Flores? No. Got a solid lock on your signal, Admiral. Ready to beam me back up to the ship on your order. As she lays sitting there in the fucking fetal position. Alright, let's beam ourselves out of here. Reading a Herc fleet inbound to our position. Until we deal with them, we won't be able to lower the shields to beam the rest of the colonists out. Are we still attempting to hack these satellites? Yes, we currently have partial access to their command network. Give us a little more time and we'll be able to reprogram them to fight on our side. Make it happen quickly. Oh no. I don't know what those are, but I don't think they're good. It's alternate timeline me. I've arrived to say, oh Jesus Christ, we're about to die. Yeah, alternate timeline me never has the best of timing. Ow. Don't worry, we'll get it eventually. Oh, we did it. Pick up more Herc at long range. A lot more. We don't have a lot of time. We're ready to reprogram the satellites, however, standing by to broadcast the signal to the command network.
Let's move the ship behind the satellites and lure the Herc in. Just in time. Here they come.
are scary.
It looks like the Herc have had enough for now. Let's get the rest of Opaka's people out of the colony while we can. The Herc might send a larger force to finish us off.
Agreed. Transporter control room energized.
I'm glad I was able to administer the cure to the remaining prisoners while you were clearing a path to the transport site. Everyone is safely aboard and mortal for the first time in many years. I've never seen so many people overjoyed to learn that eventually they'll die.
Indeed, Doctor.
Thank you, Julian. It means a lot to me to have everyone out safely, especially Opaka. We have a lot to talk about, her and I. For now, I think we should return to Deep Space Nine before the Herc come back to settle the score.
Agreed. Warp Factor 9. Get us out of here.
Welcome to Deep Space Nine.
Emissary, our paths meet again.
Hello, Ben. It's good to hear from you.
Nah, we're fine. Everything's fine. Nothing bad has happened.
I'm glad we were able to return Opaka to Bajor safely. She's determined to follow the will of the prophets and establish a new place of worship in the Gamma Quadrant near the wormhole. Odo assures me that the Dominion are open to discussing this. We'll see. Many of us have not forgotten the fate of the new Bajor colony and the Dominion's role in that. As for me, my time as Kai is coming to an end. Opaka is the Kai that Bajor needs now. I intend to guard the Celestial Temple from the Herc and anyone else who would destroy the home of the Prophets. The best place to do that is Deep Space Nine, as part of Starfleet. I'll be Captain Kira the next time you see me. Thank you again for helping me bring Opaka home. I owe you one.
You're welcome.
The Dominion
Bessie.
has asked the Alliance to send an expeditionary force into the outer reaches of their territory. The Herc aren't as numerous there, and we're hoping we can learn more about them while we render aid to the Dominion in that sector. Ambassador Odo will be accompanying us on his flagship, along with Captain Kira aboard the Defiant. I'll be commanding a modest Cardassian fleet as well. We'll start in the Dosi system. Our latest intelligence has discovered a Herc presence in that area. Meet us there at your earliest convenience.
Alrighty.
Be seeing you.
Alright, well, that's all for today's stream. That was the wrong button combination. There we go. Anyway, that's all for today's stream. Let's see who there is to raid. Well, yeah, I gotta go make dinner. I want food. Can't spend this whole time sitting here. Oh, hello there.
I came to laugh at you.
Thank you for the follow. I still need to fix that with the fucking text overlapping on the follow redeem. But anyway, hello everybody and welcome on in. How was your stream, The Wolf in Gray? I ain't got no cookies. All I have are explosions. Lots and lots of explosions. All I can offer you in these trying times is explosions. There ain't no cookies here, only cats and explosions. Anyway, the Wolf and Gray, how was your stream? And welcome on in. Sounds like fun. Don't know why you would have a Sunday help desk and then immediately send them to go watch someone try to play a tier 1 ship through the whole game. The inner machinations of this decision are an enigma. Alright, fine. You got if you guys really want to drag me through one more mission, I guess I'll go on one more bloody mission. Off to the Gamma Quadrant. Nah, I'll be fine, Delta. The Bunker Hill has to prove her resilience in the face of whatever the fuck is going on. Oh, my box is full. Damn it. There we go. Take all that. What can I get rid of? Well, get rid of that. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. There we go. We have a little bit more room.
Thank you for joining us. As you can see, we can't even defend our stations from Herc attacks. It's going to take a joint Alliance and Dominion effort to stop them. We are currently at the edge of the Dosi system. Thankfully, the Herc aren't attacking the Dosi homeworld yet. They're starting to evacuate as a precaution, however.
Who are the Dosi?
The Dosi recently joined the Dominion after many years of independence. Their aggressive fondness for commerce can be troublesome, but they've managed to prove their worth to the Founders. Work on this planet was a joint project with the Karemans, and the Dominion built a station here to provide oversight.
Understood.
All ships, target the Herc and fire at will.
Victory is life!
Yeah, this mission shouldn't be too bad considering I have AI backup. Or you do like me, where you decide, you know what, the game wasn't hard enough, let's try to do some shitty challenge. I'm just glad that the fucking historical NX class point redeem thing never got redeemed. That would have been fucking painful.
I can see you're a handy person to have around. And while I'd like to put this system far behind us, I believe we should find out what we can about the Herc and their reasons for being here. While we still can, of course. The Herc may decide to send more ships here.
Very well, Counselor. Transfer power over to the engines. Let's get over there.
This planet appears to have been abandoned some time ago. No life signs detected. Sensors indicate an extensive network of defunct mines. I'm reading residual levels of dilithium, topoline, chemosite, and several components used in the production of Ketracel White. I'm curious. Of what use would this world be to the Herc? It's clearly of no value to the Dominion. Wait. I'm reading more Herc inbound.
Battle stations.
They're going for the station. What are they after? We should scan the station once we're done with these Hercs.
Ow, 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 ow. Oh, alternate timeline cells have arrived again. There they are. Hey, alternate timeline cells.
Exceptionally old. No life signs on sensors. It looks abandoned. I'm picking up trace levels of mineral resources in several storage areas, but nothing of note here. Unless the Herc are driven solely to consume an assortment of minerals. This is a very interesting place, in that it's completely uninteresting to everyone but the Herc.
I don't think the answers we're looking for are here.
Don't go to warp just yet. We're picking up a distress signal over here. You should take a look.
I'll check. Oh, hey, alternate timeline cells wanted to get. They want to get in the shot.
Origin coming from the Karema system.
Oh. Goodbye.
I seem to recall Quark mentioning some business with the Karemans recently. This can't be a coincidence. We should look into this. Quark might have bitten off more than he can chew again.
Is that really a good use of our time? The Karemans are very resourceful. They design a considerable number of weapons and defense systems for the Dominion. I'm confident they can deal with the Herc on their own. As for Quark, he's quite capable of getting himself out of trouble. Trouble, I might add, that he had no business getting into in the first place.
I must say, Ambassador, I'm shocked. I know Quark's a gambler, but I never realized you were as well. Karema is a part of the Dominion, and an important one at that. Is losing their tactical and technological resources to the Herc wise?
Very well. Since I can see there's no talking you out of this, I'll accompany you to Karema. We're ready to go warp when you are. Let's get this over with.
Understood. Helm, warp 8. Let's go. Or we can do that. We can transwarp there for some reason.
Where did all these ships come from?
And here we are, the Karema system. Let's find out what Quark needs, deal with it, and move on.
What's going on here?
Far be it for me to question the word of a founder, but that is a very large Dominion fleet I'm reading on sensors. I only mention it because we were led to believe Odo's fleet was the last. I trust there's a reasonable explanation for this miscommunication.
Eric, the Dominion flagship is hailing us.
Your presence is not required here. Explain yourself.
I should ask you the same question.
What you could do and should do are separate matters, Solid. You would be wise to learn the difference. Karema is part of the Dominion. We are here to assist them, if they wish it.
You have more fleets than Ordo reported.
Odo commands an expeditionary fleet. It is his to use in a mission to seek and destroy the Herc as he sees fit. My fleet is a defense fleet. It seems the distinction was not made clear to you. How unfortunate.
Why must the Karens ask for aid?
The Karimans are proud. If they wish to stand alone and deal with the Herc, we will certainly accommodate them. Should they decide to ask for aid, we will gladly assist them. The point may soon be moot, however. Karimans are known for their potent weapons and defense systems.
We wish to assist the Karens.
I will take responsibility for their actions in Kareman space. One of our operatives requires immediate extraction.
You're quite persistent, aren't you? Very well. In the spirit of our newfound pact with the Alliance, I will allow you to proceed, albeit at your own risk.
Alright, you have a nice night, Wolf and
Exercise
Grey. Thank
caution,
you for the
Odo.
raid. Once again.
It would be tragic for you to come so far, only to end it all here over Karema.
Oh, I read that wrong. Fuck. I'm tired and hungry.
It seems we're not getting the whole story here.
So, business as usual.
Exactly.
Yes.
Captain.
Known for their defense systems, using the default freighter. Yep, this is exactly what I would expect a high-quality defense contractor to use. Random generic civilian freighter number 253. I swear, they overuse this ship way too much. Like, I can get it for Alpha and Beta Quadrant powers to have this ship, because we see it at the start of the game as a freighter. But come on. It's somehow managed to get into not only the Delta Quadrant, but the Gamma Quadrant as well. Quite ridiculous. Around its flank. And ship down. Come on. Just go down. Oh, this is probably gonna hurt. Okay, I'm good. We're alive. No response, Admiral. I'm trying all hailing frequencies, but I'm getting nothing in return. Keep trying.
My sensors are showing a broad band of interference in the area. It's jamming the standard Kareman hailing frequencies. Might I suggest giving them a new, more secure frequency to use for communications?
I'll send them a new frequency.
Hello? Can you hear me? We need help, and fast! Most of our planetary defense lines are in danger of being overrun by the Herc. We tried to evacuate, but the Jem'Hadar fleet opened fire on our ships when they broke orbit. We're trapped!
Jem'Hadar fired on you. Ordo, your thoughts?
Combat is notoriously chaotic. I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation for that. One best pursued after we find Quark and help the Karemans.
We'll play it your way for now.
I wonder. Ah, yes. We should try to find Quark soon. It's quite possible he's the only Ferengi on the planet. A deep-range sensor scan should locate him.
We'll scan for Quark. Took a few scans, but I found one Ferengi life sign, Admiral. It's surrounded by a handful of Karaman and a large number of Herc. There's a lot of interference in that area, so we can't get a transport lock on him at this time. Can we hail them?
Took you long enough. Is Garrick with you? Tell him. Found the package, so he better get here fast if he wants it in one piece. Running out of time here. The Herc are closing in. Get me out of here. Poor Odo's lifelong wish will finally come true.
We're coming, Quark.
We need to get Quark out quickly, before he has an encounter with the Herc of the fatal variety. Let's go down together while Captain Kira and the Ambassador cover our ships in orbit. We'll have to beam down outside of Quark's location. I suggest bringing some pattern enhancers along. We may need them to beam out once we find him.
Alright, we're ready. Let's beam down, everyone. The fun part, the loading screen. I wish this would load faster. I'd like to be able to make dinner and eat. I would like food.
We're about as close to Quark's last known location as we can get with transporters. I'm afraid we'll have to make the rest of the journey the old-fashioned way. Shall we?
Let's go, Counselor.
Quark's life sign is near here. Let's try to find a way in.
Well, this looks like a way
How
in.
convenient. We've found a hidden path. Let's have a look. Interesting. The metal in the walls here completely scatters my senses. Ah, more work. It seems we're in the right place.
Alright, I think they're all dead.
My tricorder shows a Ferengi life sign beyond that rather secure door. Unfortunately, the Kareman security system is beyond me. Given time, I could crack it, but we're running low on that commodity. There are a number of Kareman life signs nearby, however. One of them might be able to help us reach Quark.
Understood. Let's get moving. Coles, on your feet. Hey, how you doing?
Thanks for the timely rescue. I don't suppose you'd be willing to turn a blind eye to all the contraband you've seen down here? It'd save me the trouble of shooting you later.
Excuse me?
Kidding. I was kidding. You know, humor. Do they have that on your planet? Anyway, you're clearly not Kremen police, so what brings you down here?
We're looking for a Ferengi named Quark.
Oh, Quark, yeah, I know him. Little guy, big ears, flashy dresser. I hear he owns a moon. And we locked him up in a secure room when the shooting started. Big spender like that should be kept safe. Tell you what, help us out with all these nerks, gurks, and whatever you call them. Help us, and I'll help you. Deal?
Deal.
All right, I'll wait for you here. Try not to die, okay?
Such confidence. I'm stuck. Hello, random guy.
Am I glad to see you? Thought for sure we'd be safe from those things down here. Caves do a number on sensors and transporters, but that didn't slow them down much. Filthy creatures. If you don't mind my asking, why are you here? You're not with Kremen Defense. Are you mercenaries? Private security?
No, we're looking for a Ferengi.
That'd be Quark, then. Only Ferengi around here that I know of, anyway. He's in a secure vault, not far from here, with another VIP. Look, I owe you my life, but I don't have the code to get to Quark. There are others nearby. One of them should have it. Help them, and I'll make sure they open the door for you. I swear it.
Very well. Let's move.
The other Dominion ships just left the system. We're on our own.
The door's right there. I'll stay here while you save everyone.
Greetings. I am here to murder bugs and rescue your lives. And we'll find out if only one of those ends up happening. Stop going behind me.
Thought that was it. I was gonna get eaten by one of those things. Can't say I like that idea much, so, thanks, whoever you are. You're not police or military. Well, Kremen military, anyway.
What brought you down here to the middle of hell?
We're looking for a Ferengi.
Oh, him. Think I saw my brother and some of his men hustle the little grifter into a vault before those monsters got in here. Good luck getting him out of there. Wait, that was rude. You just saved my life. Let me return the favor. One of my brother's people should be able to open the door for you. Find them, and you're all set.
We've helped the rest. Let's go get Quark. Oh no, Tribble. Alright, who here doesn't have a Tribble? You have a Tribble, you have a Tribble, you have a Tribble, you have a Tribble, you have a Tribble. You don't have a Tribble.
Perhaps waiting here would be best.
I'm gonna...
The outer world is still
take
a mess.
these. And I'm gonna take these. And I'm gonna take these. And Travell, congratulations. Here you go, 9 hypo sprays. Don't spend them all in one place. Alright, get this door open.
And here we all are, alive and kicking. Wonderful. We had a deal, and I'm not about to back out on it, especially since you're all so well-armed and cranky. Not the kind of people I want to cross. Yeah, that can't be good. Door's open. You'd better get a move on. Your pal sounds a little stressed.
Let's move. They just keep coming. Alright, I think they're all dead.
It's good to see you too, Quark. I see your mission was a successful one as well.
Yes, Garrick, I found your mysterious widget. What is it exactly? It's not Kremen tech. They found it a few days before I got here. I haven't had a lot of time to analyze it, thanks to the Herc.
I see. Thank you, Quark. This narrows things down considerably.
It does. Good. That makes it more valuable.
Indeed it does, my friend. Indeed it does.
So, what you find? Elijah, you got a new shield. Congratulations. Oh wait, no, this one. There we go. Congratulations. Let me just scrap all these old ones. Anyway.
Well, First Minister, it looks like my distress call was heard. We're saved. Thank you. Looks like your reputation for getting things done is well-deserved.
Stop making trouble noises. Anyway, you're welcome.
And as for you, Garrick, you and I need to have a long discussion. Seems you forgot to mention that Karema was under a Dominion blockade and in the middle of a Herc invasion. Do Cardassians go senile? Oh, don't answer that. I don't want to know. What I do know is that you're not paying me enough for this aggravation.
Calm down, Quark. You're safe now.
Not the liberators I was expecting, but thank you nonetheless. I'm First Minister Bakelba. Our situation has gone from bad to worse, and we have the Dominion to thank for it.
In what way?
Those of us on the edge of the Dominion were abandoned when the invasion began. In light of that, we voted to secede, to truly stand alone. The Dominion stood by while the Herc attacked us. We held off the invasion for a while, but their numbers are great. When we asked for aid, the Dominion refused. When we tried to evacuate, their fleet opened fire. They mean to punish us for our defiance.
That's unexpected. They need allies. Admiral, we need you to set up the pattern enhancers in order for us to get a lock on and beam everyone out from your location. Acknowledged.
The Herc are leaving.
Ooh, shiny
Now?
thing.
It would appear that the Herc burrowed this way to bypass the doors above. And unlike most burrowing creatures, the Herc actually ate their way through the ground.
Interesting. Talk about being hungry.
Good luck with the revolution, Minister. You'll need it. You'll be hearing from me soon, Garrick.
I'm looking forward to it.
You won't when you see my bill.
And now that we're past that unpleasantness, I think it's time we had a chat with Ambassador Odo, particularly about this technological wonder we've acquired.
What is it exactly?
I have my suspicions, of course. Suffice it to say, I believe you'll find its purpose of great interest to all concerned parties. My main curiosity lies in what the Ambassador will have to say about it. I propose we get to the bottom of this together.
Very well.
Excellent. I'll make all of the necessary arrangements and meet you aboard Odo's flagship.
All right, beam us up. Whee!
What is this?
Stand down, all of you. To what do I owe this unexpected visit?
I hope you'll forgive the intrusion, Ambassador. We need to speak in person.
What are you up to, Garrick?
That's a very good question. What's this about exactly?
It's in regard to this device we found on Karema. Do you know what it is?
No idea. Some new Kareman military tech, perhaps?
Interesting. But no. The Karemans didn't make this. But it is a Dominion creation.
And its purpose?
I'm sure I have no idea, Ambassador. It does emit a signal, however. It's quite similar to that used by the Herc. Perhaps I should turn it on and show you?
There's no need for that.
I don't like where this is going, Garrick.
Nor I, Captain. You see, I found a similar device on Bajor.
On Bajor? When?
Right after the recent Herc attack, I'm afraid. Captain, scan the device. You'll find the soil residue on it is of Bajoran origin.
It does. It's from the Kendra province. Well, that doesn't mean that Odo...
Enough, Nerys. I can't have you defending me on this.
What?
Garrick's right. These devices called the Herc, and we put them there.
Explain. Now.
We needed the Alliance's help immediately. There wasn't time for summits or diplomacy. So I found a high-value target and led the Herc to it. I also took steps to make sure their attack would fail. Bajor was never at risk. You have to understand that.
You put my entire planet at risk. People died, Odo.
Nerys!
Save it. I've heard enough.
Please continue, Odo. You were saying?
I did what I needed to do to bring the Alliance into the war. I lied. Risked the lives of millions to save billions more. But there's more to this than a staged Herc attack. The other founders are hiding things from me. If I challenge them now, I'll have no chance to find out what. So, for now, I have to play the part.
Well, you're doing a great job of that, Odo.
Ouch.
Or should I say, founder?
Trust me when I say I understand your position, Odo. The captain, on the other hand...
I know. I have a strong lead, but I'll need your help to move on it.
You know how to reach me. It seems you are a gambler, Odo, and a high-stakes one at that.
You have no idea.
Ouch. Anyway.
It is not my place to question the will of the Founders. Your mind, however, is your own. Do with it as you will, but be warned. The Founders do not appreciate betrayal. If the Alliance withdraws from their pact with the Dominion, the consequences could be severe.
For everyone involved, remember that.
I need you to understand that Bajor was never at risk. We took precautions. I made sure that my fleet was in position to neutralize the Herc in time.
And Kamara?
Karema was not my decision. Do you honestly think I'd take part in a plot to bring allies to our side, and then move to wipe out another group of allies? As I said to Garrick, there is more to this than we know. I'm going to find out what and why. I hope you're inclined to join me when the time comes.
We'll see. There's a lot to consider. You two look like you're having fun.
I'm surprised to see you here, Weyoun. Aren't you usually at your founder's side, hanging on her every word?
Excuse me.
It is a message from said founder that brings me here now. She would remind you of your purpose, to serve the Dominion as a whole.
How kind of you to deliver the message in person. Thank you for your service. As for my service, the ambassador shares his wisdom and guidance with me. Truly, he is a most benevolent god. Why should I not serve him? He is a founder, after all.
Hello?
Serve the founders, yes, but also serve them well. Do recall the fate of your predecessor. She thought she served the founders well, quite possibly to the moment her unfortunate life came to its conclusion. As we both know, she was greatly mistaken.
The same could be said for your predecessor as well, dear Weyoun. Have you forgotten his sins? I know the founders haven't.
Hey.
This is a private conversation. Unless you're here on a matter of the utmost importance, I suggest you find someone else to speak with. Somewhere else.
Apologies.
Quite the revelation, don't you think? It will be interesting to see how the powers that be respond to all this. For now, I think it's best to keep this in the purview of the diplomats. Let's return to our ships. There'll be more time to speak about this matter later.
Indeed. Are you ready to return to the Bunker Hill? We can head out at your word. Ready to beam over.
Visits to the Dominion are always so enlightening, don't you think? I suspect we've just begun to discover what the Founders are playing at here, and that concerns me greatly. After today, the wrath of Captain Kira may be the least of Odo's concerns. I do feel we need to continue working with him, however. It may be the only way we learn the true intentions of the Dominion. With that in mind, I'll contact you when we're ready to move forward with his plan.
Understood.
Be seeing you.
Is that the next episode? We're in Gamma Quadrant. Oh, did they remove the entire... They did. They removed the entire storyline where that random Dominion fleet shows up and starts terrorizing the Beta Quadrant. They removed that entire storyline. Interesting. Yeah, there used to be an entire storyline where you fought a resurgent Dominion fleet that was not part of the Dominion. I don't know why they removed it. It was an interesting little bit of story there, but I'm guessing they decided it didn't fit enough in canon and decided to remove it. I don't know. Anyway, what's the next one? Doomed to repeat. Yeah, it is. All right.
Odo's found something intriguing in the Masan system. Something the Founders want no one to know about, even one of their own. That certainly piques my curiosity. I'll meet you in the Masan system. Odo wants to travel incognito this time. I trust you'll be able to deliver him and that surly Jem'Hadar bodyguard of his to the Masan system intact. One more thing. I've taken the liberty of informing Captain Kira, and she'll be joining us as well. After the Karema incident, she's taken a personal interest in high-level Dominion activity, particularly where Ambassador Odo is involved. Be seeing
Understood. Anyway. That didn't work. There we go. That will conclude today's stream. This time for real, because I want food. Thank you for all that stuck around to the end of today's stream, and for those that stuck around after the raid. Don't forget to check out the Discord. It's linked below. If you ever want to chat with me off stream. Don't forget to check out the YouTube channel for previous VODs, especially the previous VODs of this little series of the Bunker Hill and its journey from start to where we are now. Don't forget to also check out the Blue Sky if you want another way to be informed of when I go live. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed today's stream, and I hope you all enjoy the person I'm sending you off to. And thanks once again to the Wolf in Grey for the raid. I want food because I am hungry. I am hungry, and the bird wants food. Bird want food. Food. Anyway, goodbye, good night, and enjoy the person I am sending you off to, and you cannot deny me my fucking food. Bad Delta.